Alright, so for this episode of Rewind the Besties, we're going to talk about the best films of 1992, which was just the crappiest year ever for movies. Apparently, I don't know, other people might not agree. Some of the most acclaimed films of the year, I just don't see the appeal at all. But anyways, yeah, so here's my personal top 10 films of 1992, and hopefully for WDesJ3, no spoilers this time. I gotta kind of suck up to you because you're one of the 7 people that watch these, so to prove just how lousy 1992 was, a Steven Seagal movie is now in my top 10. This is definitely the best Seagal movie out there, no thanks to him, who is still hilariously stiff in the flick as always.
We gotta save them.
You know they're gonna have a trap for us.
Yeah, but they're expecting me, not all of us.
All of what? I do laundry. I was ironed during the Gulf War. I ain't cut out for this hero bullshit.
You're in the Navy, remember? It's not a job, it's an adventure.
However, this is back when you could still kick some ass, and the direction by Andrew Davis, the guy who made The Fugitive, is tense and exciting and super damn fun. The plot is basically Die Hard in a submarine, but hey, that shit works well for a claustrophobic action movie, and just like with Die Hard, the over-the-top villain completely steals the show, played with hilarious glee by Tommy Lee Jones.
You and I were the same.
Oh, no. No. There's a difference, my man. You have faith. I don't.
At number 9, we got Rock-a-Doodle, a total nostalgic choice because shit did I love this movie as a kid, although now I rewatch it and go, man, this thing is bonkers. So I already reviewed Rock-a-Doodle in a Small Fries video, which you can see here. I've already kind of gone over why this movie is so weird, but also so appealing. Yes, it's incredibly flawed and ridiculous, but it's also very creative and original. The storyline being just batshit insanity, and the evil Duke, played by Christopher Plummer, is just a wonderful animated villain. With no nostalgia attached, I doubt most would put this in their top 10, but it's still one I return to pretty consistently.
Hate the sun? The answer's no!
And it'll make my leg feel so much better if that rooster never crows!
Number 8 is A Few Good Men, a really popular critical and commercial hit at the time that would nevertheless probably be mostly forgotten about by now if it wasn't for this scene.
Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
Few Good Men is Hollywood schmaltz at its finest. The characters never for a second being very believable, or the situations that find themselves in the courtroom all that suspenseful, because, I mean, come on, like young Tom Cruise and Demi Moore versus a corrupt Jack Nicholson? Even a blind deaf kid in the audience would know there's going to be a happy ending here. But whatever, cliches and all, this is a fine, solid flick.
You put people's lives in danger. Sweet dreams, son.
Don't call me son. I'm a lawyer and an officer in the United States Navy. And you're under arrest, you son of a bitch.
Sweet!
At number 7 is the scariest fucking Muppet holiday movie ever made, A Muppet Christmas Carol. This shit was terrifying as a child, not just because of the Nazgul of Christmas future, but also the surprisingly suspenseful build-up to the ghosts in the beginning.
Jacob Marley.
And the child is paying the price for this.
Absolutely.
Right.
Luckily, the movie also has a lot of warmth and Christmas feel-goodness and laughs, mostly stemming from the narrators Gonzo and Rizzo the Rat. In terms of the great Dickens adaptations, this isn't a perfect one, but I still usually watch it every year with a smile on my face, and Michael Caine's fantastic performance is probably my very favorite cinema Scrooge.
Bob Cratchit.
Would you and your family care to join us for a little turkey dinner on this fine Christmas day? Merry Christmas.
Number 6 is Hayao Miyazaki's Porco Rosso, a really wonderful oddball anime that was also the last Miyazaki movie I had a chance to finally watch, but it was well worth the wait. If you're expecting epic magic like Princess Mononoke or adorable weirdness like Spirited Away, then Porco Rosso might disappoint you because despite the fact the main characters are big, this is a much more grounded fantasy flick. It's still a really entertaining adventure though, and whoever decided to get Michael Keaton as the voice of Porco for the English dub was a genius.
That's the fascist secret police. They're following us.
Following us? What for?
Because they like my pretty red plane. Problem is, they don't like me flying it.
Miyazaki is one of our greatest filmmakers, so it's probably not a top 5 work of his, but that's mostly due to him being so awesome than any problem Porco Rosso has.
He's down. I'm a bona fide celebrity.
Oh my God.
Number 5 is Abel Ferrara's Bad Lieutenant, one of the biggest downers you can watch from the 90s. It took me a while to really understand the love for this film, but after seeing Scorsese call it one of the best flicks of the decade, I went through it again and was blown away by not so much the directing or screenplay, but mostly just Harvey Keitel's powerhouse performance. He's a goddamn maniac in this movie and truly painful to watch. It's just incredibly courageous acting.
I tried to do the right thing, but I'm weak. I'm too fucking weak. I need you to help me!
I did up a Small Fries review for this one as well, but don't know if it'll be posted before this video is posted, but, you know, either way, at some point, if you actually have any desire to hear me talk more about Bad Lieutenant, go to moviespotatoes.com.
Look at that! You can't do a thing about that, can you? Can you? Look at me. Can you? Can you, fuckface? Can you? Good, move. Move, you cocksucker. Move. Let them blow your fucking face apart.
Number 4, we got Wayne's World. Like Hot Shots the year before, your tolerance levels for pure goofery will make or break this one for you, but seeing as how it's still a pretty well-loved and popular flick, I'd say most can handle it. Wayne's World was Mike Myers' break to stardom, and while it wasn't quite as irreverent and brilliant as the first Austin Powers was a few years later, it's still frickin' hilarious from beginning to end. Myers is great, but Dana Carvey might be even funnier as Garth, a polite, quiet weirdo that's so random it'll even make Mike Myers break out laughing during a take.
Did you ever find Bugs Bunny attractive when he'd put on a dress and play a girl bunny? No.
No.
Neither did I. I was just asking.
The story is just a clothesline from which to pin the sketches onto, but that's fine by me. Really, the only flaw to be found is the horrible performance by Tia Carrere? I don't know. Whatever, I don't think she was hired for her thespian skills anyways.
Yo, Sagan. Ha. Aoi. Dado. Sangsun.
You make me laugh.
Can I call you?
Anytime.
Zang.
Number 3 is Bram Stoker's Dracula, and hey, I never realized it actually has something major in common with friggin' Wayne's World, and that it's a really good movie that contains an absolutely dreadful and laughably bad performance. Sorry, Keanu, but you do deserve all the crap you get for this movie.
I've seen many strange things already. Bloody wolves chasing me through some blue inferno. I know where the bastard sleeps. I have offended you with my ignorance, Count.
Luckily though, this movie isn't for the actors, not even with wickedly awesome performances from Anthony Hopkins and Gary Oldman. No, the star here is the camera work and visual aesthetics from Francis Ford Coppola, who went so over the top with almost every single shot, it's absolutely fascinating to watch. Like every Dracula adaptation, the movie sags once the Count leaves Transylvania, but at least this time we get some fantastic melodramatic music from Kalar. Oh my god, that name's a bigger nightmare than Tia Carrere's. Anyways, and an endless stream of visual feasts. This is a really, really underrated flick. Number 2 is the opposite of underrated, Quentin Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs. It instantly became such a divisive, hip, badass movie that's been elevated to the status of masterpiece, and, I don't know, every time the movie has a lengthy N-word ridden flashback revealing absolutely nothing of importance, I get pretty antsy.
I'm shutting your butt down.
But apart from those couple scenes, most of Reservoir takes place in an abandoned warehouse, and almost every moment there is fucking brilliant. Tarantino's now much copied and overused style of pop culture dialogue used perfectly here.
Okay, let me tell you what Like a Virgin's about. It's all about this Coos, who's a regular fuck machine. I'm talking morning, day, night, afternoon. Dick, 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 dick.
How many dicks is that?
A lot.
The movie isn't as violent as you remember, but some scenes still hit you right in the gut, and the soundtrack is awesome, and the costumes are awesome, and the characters and jokes, and Mexican standoffs, and camera work, and skirt, yeah. It's just a pretty awesome flick all the way around.
Well, I don't know why I came here tonight. I got the feeling something ain't right. I'm so scared in case I fall off my chair, and I'm wondering how I'll get down the stairs.
At number 1, why not? I'm picking Disney's Aladdin. And yeah, it's really easy to nitpick this sucker with its racist and sexist undertones, but it's still so much damn fun, and it's magical and adorable, and you either accept it or you don't, folks.
Like that, I'm not biting.
Admittedly, I grew up with this sucker like most 90s kids, but the film was sandwiched right in between Beauty and the Beast and Lion King, which helps it get lost and forgotten in comparison. But for such a lousy year like 1992, Aladdin was a spectacular animation and wonderful songs, and with Robin Williams as Genie, perhaps the most enjoyable voice acting in any cartoon ever.
What would you wish of me? The ever impressive.
The one contains
But never duplicated. Genie of the Lamp.
Aladdin himself is kind of a douchebag, basically just lying and manipulating everyone to get in a girl's pants, but the genie is great, and if you can ignore all the other issues and flaws like that, then this remains one of Disney's best entertainments.
Rack'em, rake, stick that sword into that snake! You stay out of this!
Jafar, he's our man if he can't do it.
Right!
Alright, so those are my picks. I know a lot of people might not choose Disney over Tarantino, but those people are wrong. So, yeah. Tune in next time. Oh boy, like our channel and subscribe to us. You can join the club of like my immediate family. It's really...
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!